This is Ian Troy, and you are in the cage with Tim Means. Tim, thanks for stepping in the cage with me.
Thank you for having me.
Tim is from Albuquerque. He's a fighter with NHB. He trains with FIT. He trains up there with Tom Vaughn. Talk to me a little bit about how you got started in MMA.
I was a pretty dominant wrestler in high school. I've always liked mixing it up with my fists, so I got introduced to Tom and Arlene Vaughn when we were off of 12th Street in the freeway back when I was 17, and they started teaching me Muay Thai and boxing, and I fell in love with it ever since.
You guys weren't, you were training, at the time you called it Jackson's West, is that right?
Yeah, we were called Jackson's West, and we moved to Lomas over there by Broadway, and now we're FIT-NHB. And I personally think we're one of the top schools in the world, so I love being there, and I love training with Ox Wheeler and Nate Torres, who's fighting for the belt tonight. We have a lot of good guys down there.
Now, you've had a career that has been fraught with a couple pitfalls. Why don't you talk to me and tell me a little bit about what happened to you recently?
I wound up getting in some trouble. I was kind of a cocky kid. I like to use my hands in the streets, and wound up getting in some trouble. I got sent to prison for about 18 months, and now I'm back out trying to turn my life around and keep it in the ring and keep it professional.
So you actually got thrown in jail for fighting not in the cage, is that right?
Yeah, most definitely. I beat a guy up pretty bad, and that wasn't professional of me, and I shouldn't be fighting in the streets, so they put me in jail for it.
So if you're training to be a fighter and you want to be a cage fighter, there's only one place to fight. That's in the gym with your training partners and right here in the cage.
Absolutely. That should be the only place that you fight ever, is in the cage to compete. And you can seriously hurt somebody on the streets, and I don't recommend it at all, and it shouldn't be done.
So you had 18 months to think about what I'm going to do when I get out of jail. And this is a pretty loaded question. I'm guessing the whole time you're thinking, man, I want to get back in the gym. I want to start fighting again.
Right, most definitely. Once you have something that's taken away from you and you realize that, you want it back, it's pretty hard to deal with. So you either turn your life around and you fix it immediately and go back to what you started from with fighting like I want, or you just stay in jail and you keep messing up with drugs and stuff, and I don't want to do that. I want to be the top of the world in my weight class, and I want to get paid, and I want people to recognize me, so that's where I want to be.
That's a really impressive turnaround. I really have to hand it to you. Talk to me about the next 2 to 3 years for Tim. Where do we see you?
Next 2 to 3 years, I'm definitely going to be in the cage, busy. Whoever Tom and Arlene put in front of me is going to be the next stepping stone. I'm here to fight, and I'm here to show that I have striking skills. I trained with Carlos Condit for years, and that was my sparring partner. And I'm here to strike, and I'm here to show that I'm here to stay. I ain't going anywhere.
Tim, before we go, is there anybody that you'd like to mention?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Tom and Arlene Vaughn for giving me the opportunity to come back to the gym and to show that I'm serious about training. Thank Terry Troublecock here and this great event in the Inn of the Mountain Gods, and thank the casino for allowing me to be here and showing me how to treat the Tim.
Tim Means.